guys, I'm Clem and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something in order to find out which book is my favorite book. So this is going to be very simple. So I selected 32 books that I love, that I read and I loved, and that I think are among my favorite books. And so I did like a tournament bracket that you're going to see right now, like it's on my face right now. So you see I have 32 books, and like it's a series of duels between two books at like each time. And I have to pick between those two books which one is my favorite, and in the end I'm going to have like two books left, and then I will decide which book is my favorite one. And in the end, hopefully, the last book standing will be my favorite book. So, I hope you understand. I think you understood like what it is, because it's pretty simple. And if I decided to do this, it's because like there's a French YouTuber who did this for movies and TV series, like to find out what were the favorite movie and favorite TV series of his community. So it was like this, and it was at the same time very like enjoyable to watch, but at the same time very painful, because like at some point there were movies that were eliminated by others, and I was like, how can you choose this movie over this one? So hopefully this is going to be entertaining and fun and very painful for me. So let's get started right now. So the first duel, on one side we have My Lady Jane by the Lady Jennies, and on the other hand we have A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I think her name is Brittany, I'm not sure. This is hard because My Lady Jane, I read it last year and I fell in love with it. So good, so funny, I loved the concept, it's so brilliant, I love it. And A Study in Charlotte, I read this spring. It was so good and I loved the character, but I don't know, I think I prefer My Lady Jane, so I'm going to go with My Lady Jane on this one. Next duel we have Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare and Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. So the second book in the Dark Artifices series and the third book in the Raven Circle quartet. This, I'm sorry for Blue Lily Lily Blue, even though I really enjoyed it, but nothing can come against Lord of Shadows, because like it's one of my favorite books by Cassandra Clare, in one of my favorite series, maybe my favorite series by Cassandra Clare, so I have to pick Lord of Shadows on this one. Next we've got Third Eye by Mary Lou, so the second book in the Legend trilogy, against The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I love this book so much. Okay, so on one hand we have one contemporary, on the other hand we have a dystopia. One of my favorite dystopia, one of my favorite series of all time. My favorite book in one of my favorite series of all time, written by Mary Lou, one of my queens. But Morgan Matson is also one of my queens, and The Unexpected Everything was just perfect. Okay, let's say Third Eye was full of like a lot of tension, and the plot twist at the moment like was really good. The Unexpected Everything is so good because like it resembles so much like life. I love it, and I love the romance, I love the friendship in it. Am I going to betray Mary Lou and pick The Unexpected Everything? I don't know. But I'm going to go with The Unexpected Everything, and I'm not going to come back on this. I took my decision, and it's been Unexpected Everything. Next we've got Warcross, again by Mary Lou, against All the Crooked Sin by Maggie Stiefvater. I don't know. I read those books, like I read All the Crooked Sin this year and Warcross last fall. Warcross, the same thing, brilliant, amazing world building, because amazing writing, Mary Lou, one of my queens. But All the Crooked Sin was so good, and I didn't expect it to like it as much as I did. so, and I don't know, like it was so whimsical and mystic, and the concept of All the Crooked Saints was really good. I'm sorry, I'm not explaining any of the plot of this book because I don't have time. So just go on Goodreads and see what it's about and pick those books because they are all amazing. But coming back on the duel, I have no freaking clue. Which one did I prefer? Warcross or All the Crooked Saints? I think I have to go with Warcross on this because Mary-Lou, like, I can't do that to Mary-Lou. I have to pick her somewhere. Next, we have Hollow City, so the second book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs against Oh I Live Now by Meg Rossoff. Oh shit. It's totally two different books. It's amazing. How I Live Now really had an impact on me. Like, I saw the movie first and then I read the book and I love the story of it, even though it's super weird, but I really love it. I don't really know why. I think it spoke to me when I read it so much. But Hollow City, like the ending of Hollow City, oh my gosh. No, I have to pick Hollow City for that. Next, we've got Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, it's my favorite one. Don't come at me on that. I will never change my mind. Against Crooked Kingdom, so the second book in the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. Is it really a duel? Like, can I really not pick Harry Potter? Do you hear my dog barking? Because I do, and it's really annoying. So, Harry Potter is really brilliant. I really love this one. I think I have to go with Harry Potter. Like, I can't. I'm sorry, Crooked Kingdom, you were beautiful, but Harry Potter. Next up, we've got Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett against Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth. So different and both so good. I read Alex Approximately this spring really fast, and it was my first Jen Bennett book, and I really enjoyed the writing, and the story was really cute and really funny, and it was exactly what I needed at that time. But Percy Jackson is one of the series that got me into reading and got me here talking to you. So I think just for Percy Jackson I have to go with Percy Jackson, and the Battle of the Labyrinth is my favorite one. I don't know, all this labyrinth and with all the thing with Delta, the doll. Is that how you say it in English? I don't know. I hope you understand who I'm talking about. But yeah, Percy Jackson is winning this one. The next duel is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen against City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I need no explanation. Pride and Prejudice is winning for this because it's... I was going to say my favorite book, but no, it's one of my very, very favorite books. Like, I read it so many times, I watch the movie all the time, I know everything by heart. Jane Austen needs to come back to life and write more love stories for me. I love City of Glass, it's my favorite one in the original series, but Pride and Prejudice, dude, I can't do anything against Darcy. The next duel is Scythe by Neal Shusterman against The Hate to Give by Angie Thomas. Even though I really enjoy Scythe and the concept of it was really amazing, there were a lot of problems in it, like things that didn't really make sense or didn't work out. And The Hate to Give is such an important book. It's brilliant. It's everything like people needs to read right now. So for the message in The Hate to Give and how powerful this book is and how much I loved it, I'm going to go with The Hate to Give. Next, we've got The Mark of Athena, so the third book in the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan against Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And even though The Mark of Athena is one of my favorite books of Rick Riordan, because the arc of Annabeth in this book is brilliant, and the way the books end is also very, 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 very brilliant. Fangirl is something that shaped me as a reader, that had so much impact on me when I first read it and all the time I read it. that I can't like not pick it. Like it's something I can't do it, so I have to pick Fangirl for this. Next up we've got Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare against Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I really enjoyed Lady Midnight. I was really excited when I first read it, and I fell in love with the characters, especially Emma and Julian, and everything that she introduced in it, like all this Parvati curse and everything around it and the theories. But Catching Fire, my gosh, is from Hunger Games, one of my favorite series of all time. Movie is amazing. This fandom is beautiful. So, and the second one is really beautiful. The arena in this one, everything that's happening is just perfect. So I'm going to pick Catching Fire. The following duel is Cress, so the third book in the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer, against A Gathering of Shadows, so the second book in the Shade of Magic trilogy by V.E. Schwab. This one is hard because I love V.E. Schwab's writing and style, and Shade of Magic is beautiful, but at the same time I really enjoy the Lunar Chronicles, and Crest is the best one in the series. I suffered during Crest because there are some moments that are just full of angst, and I don't know, but Gathering of Shadows is brilliant. Like, I feel like I can't not pick V.E. Schwab. First, because if I don't pick it, Jenny and Sarah are going to come at me and say, what did you do to V.E. Schwab? But, I don't know, this one is really hard. Let me think 2 sec. Gathering of Shadows was really long at some point and slow, but the part of the games, oh my gosh, I love books with games. I don't know what to do. Gathering of Shadows, I guess. Next we've got a new favorite, like a newish favorite, with Pace, I Still Love You by Jenny Han, so the second book in the Lara Jean trilogy, against an all-time favorite, Looking for Alaska by John Green. This book was also is also a book that shaped me as a reader, like that made me the reader I am today. But like, I know that if I reread now Looking for Alaska, I'm going to be disappointed, so that's why I'm not rereading it, because I'm really scared of what could happen. But Pace, I Still Love You. No, I'm going with Lara Jean. Come on, Peter Kay won my heart, so Lara Jean is winning this duel. Next we've got Gemina by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, so the second book in the Illuminae Files trilogy, against Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becca Betali. And even though I really enjoy Simon and it's an amazing book and the message in it is really important, Gemina is brilliant. It's mind-blowing. I have to pick Gemina. Next we've got Everything by Nicole Yoon against against Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. I'm obsessed with Romeo and Juliet, and I've been since I first read it when I was something like 12. I've seen all the movies, I know the play by heart at some point. Like, there are some parts that I know by heart in French and in English. Yeah, no, I'm crazy. It was my dream, like when I was a kid, without the death like part. But everything is really cute, but I think I have to go with Romeo and Juliet. And the last duel for this first round is Uprooted by Naomi Novik against The Last Star by Rick Yancey, which is the last book in the Fifth Wave trilogy. Yeah, I know, I'm part of those people who really enjoyed this book. Uprooted, Last Star. This one is really hard because I love this book, but they're so different and I've read them a long time ago. The Last Star made me cry, but I have to admit that there are some parts that are like confusing and problematic. Uprooted is brilliant. Uprooted is a standalone fantasy, brilliantly written, even though Agnieszka keeps vomiting at the beginning. But for this, not the not the vomiting part, but how it is written and the world building in such a short book, I have to go with Uprooted. It's time to eliminate other books. So the first duel in this round, in the second round, is My Lady Jane, again Lord of Shadows. Then I'm going to go very quickly on this. Lord of Shadows is winning, okay? Even though I really enjoy My Lady Jane, but Lord of Shadows, the scene between Julian and Emma, my RTP, is amazing. Even though the end was really sad. And I think I'm picking Lord of Shadows also because I'm very excited for Queen of Air and Darkness. Next we've got The Unexpected Everything against Warcross. The Unexpected Everything already like eliminated a Meredith book, and I think it's going to do that again because I'd rather reread The Unexpected Everything than Warcross. I think it's something I'm going to be more drawn to. So for this, The Unexpected Everything is winning. The next duel is Hollow City versus Harry Potter 6. Oh. Is it okay if I eliminate Harry Potter? Oh. Hard. I don't know what to do. I'm really thinking about the books in themselves, like in itself. It's not fair because like Harry Potter is so nostalgic, like when I reread I feel like home. But Hollow City is brilliant, but once again I'm going to be... There's more chance that I'm going to reread Harry Potter than Hollow City, but it's not fair because it's Harry Potter. I think I'm going to pick Harry Potter. I'm sorry. The next duel is it's the Battle of the Labyrinth versus Pride and Prejudice. So 2 books I read in my childhood. Nice, fine, everything's perfect. I love my life. Darcy against Percy. It rhymes. Funny. I know I'm not really talking to you, but like I need to process in my head what's happening. Percy Jackson III. Pride and Prejudice, come on, who am I lying to? Pride and Prejudice is winning. Next we've got The Age You Give against Fangirl. I love Fangirl, but I have to pick The Age You Give. I mean, am I thinking... wait. I need to think as the book I enjoyed the most or the book that's the most important. But how can Fangirl beat The Age You Give? It's so different. Yeah, but Rambo is so cute. I have to pick Fangirl. I have to. I have 2 copies here, I have to pick Fangirl. Next we've got Catching Fire versus A Gathering of Shadows, and I'm sorry for Gathering of Shadows, but Catching Fire is winning. I'm going to go quick on this. It's just winning. Next up we've got Gemina versus P.S. I Still Love You. Gemina is winning because plot twist on plot twist on plot twist, and P.S. I Still Love You, there are moments where my heart is breaking because it's so hard to see my babies like apart. So I'm going with Gemina. And the last duel for this round is Romeo and Juliet against Uprooted. And I think I'm going to pick Romeo and Juliet because like it's a childhood book and I've read it so many times, and even though I really enjoy Uprooted, it's Shakespeare and I have to pick Shakespeare. I have to pick William, my love. We're going to pick the books that are going to go to semi-finals. So the first duel is Lord of Shadows against The Age You Give. And this is really hard. Because Lord of Shadows is a Cassandra Clare book. And she's brilliant and I've read everything she wrote. Well, almost. But I have to admit that the ending is really sad. And everything is messed up at the end. But it's what we like in a Cassandra Clare book. Like, everything is painful. Just pain, 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 pain. But The Age You Give is a contemporary and I'm really a sucker for contemporary, and this one ends well and in a cute way, and the friendship is amazing and the games they're playing is amazing, and there's dog and the dude is a writer, which I found really interesting to see. So for this, I can't believe I'm going to say that, but The Unexpected Everything is going to semi-final. I said it, don't make me come back on it. The next duel is Harry Potter against Pride and Prejudice, and this is awful. How am I going to pick? Like, I'm just going to cry, okay, for Tuesday, coming back. Thing is that, I can't believe I'm going to say that, but I think I prefer watching the movies of Pride and Prejudice than to read it. And Harry Potter is Harry Potter. Like, in 2 hours I'm going to fight to have tickets to go to the premiere of Fantastic Beasts, so just for that I'm going to go with Harry. Bye Darcy, I'm really sorry for you, but I didn't pick you. The next one is Fangirl versus Catching Fire, and this is breaking my heart, even though you can't see it, but my heart is breaking up inside. Oh, Catching Fire is brilliant. But Fangirl is my babe. No, I have to think how much I enjoy them, and I think I'm going to pick Catching Fire because there's more action in it, and my OTP, Katniss and Peeta, are so cute in it, so I'm just going to pick Catching Fire. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm really sorry. I love you. And the last book that's going to go in semi-final is either Gemina or Romeo and Juliet, and for the same reason that I mentioned since the beginning of this video, Gemina is winning. It just is. The first book that's going to go in final is either The Unexpected Everything or Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. You know what? I'm not going to choose. You choose. Tell me what to pick. Tell me which one I prefer. I don't know. Because Harry Potter is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is so funny. I love it. Am I just like, but Dumbledore dies at the end? Oh my gosh. So many deaths. The Unexpected Everything is cute and nice and nobody dies. It's a happy book. But Harry Potter is Harry Potter. What am I doing? I don't know. You see, really entertaining. I'm having so much fun. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I'm taking a decision and I have Harry Potter in my mind. I really love it. I really enjoy Harry Potter 6. So I'm going to go with Harry Potter. And after that, the second book that's going to go to final is either Catching Fire or Gemina. And Gemina. No, wait. Gemina. Sci-fi. Different way it's telling, like, I understand what I want to say, but like, it's not only text, there's so many things, so there's a lot of work on this. The science thingy that's explored is amazing, the plot twist is amazing, my heart broke so many times but then I was happy. Catching Fire, my heart broke so many times. The arena is amazing, it's Hunger Games, Peeta and Katniss. The revolution is starting. Finnick, the only time you saw him before he dies. I think I'm going to go with Gemina. Yeah, I'm going with Gemina. So it means that in finals we have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince against Gemina. And on this I'm not going to choose. Bye, see you next week. But what I love in this one is like, it's funny. at many points. I love Slughorn as a teacher, like, and I think it brings a lot to the story. We have Horcruxes that are introduced really well, like they're going to go for the first one, so it's basically like foreshadowing the 7th one. Okay, Demby is dying, but the scene that's followed is really beautiful. No, but like Ron, I really love this book. And then we have Gemina, brilliant sci-fi book, so good on so many points. But it's, if I remember well, I had a hard time really getting through it, like get into it. But there's Marilu. Marilu is drawing in here. But no, I think I'm going to pick Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, because it's just amazing. And Snape, sorry, I said it in the French way. And Snape is really, like, you're starting to see that maybe there is something behind the character. I love that. So yeah, I'm picking Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So after this very long video of just me talking about my favorite books and me having a hard time, I can say that Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is my favorite book. I'm never going to say that, but at least I did it and I know it. And you know it, and you're the only one to know it, so I can lie to the other people. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to do it, like to do what I just did, and I didn't invent anything, but if you did it after seeing my video, tell me like, don't forget to mention me. I would love to see you struggle. Tell me in the comment down below, like, if there were a book like you wouldn't do, like, you can get pissed at me in the comments. I will chat about this with you and you are going to make me regret and doubt and everything I love. But anyway, I will see you next time. Bye guys!